Smug Obama swore there's one thing Trump could never do. Just forced to eat his words by Don the Conservative. Politics U.S. News for MadWorldNews.com. Before the 2016 election, smirking Barack Obama looked into the cameras and promised Americans that there's one thing Donald Trump would never be able to do if he became president. Thanks to a breaking report, Smug Obama was just forced to embarrassingly eat his words. Despite his claim that he never had a scandal, Obama's 2 terms saw the former community organizer trafficking guns to Mexico drug cartels using the IRS to target political opponents, and commissioning the DOJ to spy on conservatives, among many other illegalities. However, perhaps one of the most cringe-worthy moments in his presidential career was when he was confronted by angry blue-collar workers who had lost their jobs thanks to his destructive policies, as if he cared. Undeniably blemishing what he narcissistically lauded as an exemplary presidential epic, Obama was essentially mum on his devastating unemployment rate and rising loss of American jobs. Of course, indignant and destitute workers weren't about to let that serpent-tongued leader get away with patting himself on the back, which led to an uncomfortable confrontation during a question and answer session on PBS's NewsHour in June of 2016. During the event, a former employee of Carrier Corps and representatives for the Steelworkers Union grilled Obama, demanding to know why all the jobs in his field of work are leaving. Expectedly, Obama didn't offer an answer, but selfishly seized the opportunity to bash then presidential candidate Donald Trump for vowing to bring back those jobs. Let's take a quick listen here.
As you may have noticed following this election, Donald Trump came to Indiana and talked a lot about what happened with the Carrier Corporation and shipping their jobs out of state. Here's someone who worked for Carrier, and he has a question for you.
How you doing, Mr. President?
How are you?
My name is Eric Cottenham, and I'm representing the Steelworkers Union, Local 1999, and I'm trying to find out what do we have left for as all of our jobs are leaving Indianapolis, right? And I see here you're doing a lot of things, but in Indianapolis, there's nothing there for us. I mean, what's next? I mean, what can we look forward to in the future as far as jobs, employment, whatever, because all of our jobs is left or in the process of leaving, sir.
And when somebody says, like the person you just mentioned, who I'm not going to advertise for, that he's going to bring all these jobs back. Well, how exactly are you going to do that? What are you going to do?
No, notice he turns over to the way black people speak, where he's not even black. You know, it's just disgraceful. Actually, that's very, how do you say? It's very disrespectful, actually. Why is he speaking like that? You notice how he changed his way of speech?
There's no answer to it. He just says, "Well, I'm going to negotiate a better deal." Well, how exactly are you going to negotiate that?
Oh, Jesus!
What magic wand do you have? And usually the answer is he doesn't have an answer.
But he wasn't asking about Trump. He was asking about what he did. Do you see what, you know, I mean, and the arrogance, and he turned it to Trump. But that's not what he was asking him. When somebody says, like the person you just mentioned, who I'm not going to advertise for, and the way he said it with the black way of speaking, which he's not, okay, I'm not going to advertise for. Obama began referring to Donald Trump, according to the Gateway Pundit, that he's going to bring all these jobs back. Well, how exactly? Okay, I'm not going to reread that. What magic wand do you have? And usually the answer is he doesn't have an answer. Unfortunately for Obama, he's once again proved to be a lying narcissist, I would say racist actually, as the latest ADP report just confirmed that Trump just set a record in November for the highest number of manufacturing jobs ever created since the report began in 2002. Charles Payne of Fox Business broke the monumental news on Wednesday, praising Trump's accomplishments, which Obama had called impossible. Okay? But that's not what the man was asking. Whether Trump brought the jobs back or not at this point in time, he had 8 years and he destroyed the jobs. He wanted to put us into the TPP so we would be paid like the people from third world countries. That's what Obama was going for globalism, where everybody is the same except for the few handful of elites that would be in charge of the lowlife employees. You know, I mean, it's disgusting. Anyway, I'm off the topic here. Incredibly, Trump's winning didn't end there. In an obvious move to make America great again, the report also confirms that the national employment rate for the private sector has increased by a whopping 190,000 jobs in November alone. Subsequently, small business employees are up to 50,000, while mid-size and large businesses are boasting a 99,000 and 41,000 employee increase respectively for the month. Of course, this isn't the only report that's delivered a humiliating blow to Obama's ego. The annual report also shows that the biggest dip in non-farm private employment occurred in 2009, which is almost at the exact same time in Obama's first term that Trump has now reached in his first term. The decrease was disastrously large, especially in comparison with other presidencies. Change in total non-farm private employment. Okay. Historical trend, change in total non-farm private employment. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Look, of course Trump is bringing back jobs, but you know, it's not as easy. This achievement perfectly sums up the biggest difference between Trump and Obama. Although Trump's economic success could easily be attributed to his flair for business, it would be a grave error to forget his love for his country. While Obama often besmirched the U.S. in an effort to pacify enemy nations and dangerous economic rivals, Trump truly evokes a presidency that values America and its prosperity. This is what happens when you hire a strong America-loving business professional who still believes that the U.S. is the greatest nation on earth versus a community organizer and underhanded lawyer who despises our country's values, successes, and people. You know, he's actually talking down to the guy. I mean, really. And, you know, they have shipped jobs elsewhere for decades now. You know? I mean, look what the guy's asking.
You may have noticed following this election, Donald Trump came to Indiana and talked a lot about what happened with the Carrier Corporation and shipping their jobs out of state. Here's someone who worked for Carrier, and he has a question for you.
How you doing, Mr. President?
How are you?
My name is Eric Cottenham, and I'm representing the Steelworkers Union, Local 1999, and I'm trying to find out what do we have left as far as all of our jobs are leaving Indianapolis, right? And I see here you're doing a lot of things, but in Indianapolis, there's nothing there for us. I mean, what's next? I mean, what can we look forward to in the future as far as jobs, employment, whatever, because all of our jobs is left or in the process of leaving, sir.
And when somebody says, like the person you just mentioned, who I'm not going to advertise for,
I'm not going to advertise.
He's going to bring all these jobs back.
Real.
Well, how exactly are you going to do that? What are you going to do? There's no answer.
Oh, there is an answer. There is an answer. By not taxing the companies to the high heavens, so they ship the jobs, the companies outside of the U.S. because that's why all the jobs were shipped out. And Hillary would have continued this till we war down to a third world country. The man asked him a question, what are you doing? He didn't ask about Donald Trump. The lady said Donald Trump refers to a lot of the carrier jobs that this guy was working at. And the thing is that Trump's saying, I'm going to bring them back. You see? Obama was shipping out the jobs. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And he's not going to mention Trump's name. Trump is the winner. Trump is the winner. That's why people hate him, because he's a winner. And he always will win. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.